What's up everybody, it's Conger Live and we're back with another video. In today's video we're going to be going over the hero updates for Season 3, Week 5. We're also going to speculate a little bit about our new hero, Samurai Leonardo, and what his kits may contain. Also going to go ahead and take a look at this new... I'm going to claim my rewards here, but one of these is going to be the Season 3, Episode 2, there it is. And we'll take a look at this new comic to start over here on the right. Oh, and there it is. Savanti Romero claims to be uniting the clans. His real goal is to steal their sacred artifacts to create a new time scepter. Ooh, Raphael looks like he doesn't care. He's too powerful with the artifacts. Without them, I could banish him to the past. Samurai Leo! Who's saying that from off screen? Probably Savanti. There he is. All other clans are united. Join us and save your clan or perish. So looks like in this feudal Japan time frame, Savanti has united all the clans except for Leonardo's clan. And so he wants them to join him or die. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's take a look at these changes. Raphael, Krang, Rocksteady, Irma, Toka, Dreg, all these guys that you see right here at this moment. Improved targeting logic, so the skill targets more enemies more often, and that's really nice for people who use these characters. Going to be a little bit more annoying facing them in Channel 6, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop you from doing your climb. Do like that they fixed Super Irma, her bug, so she doesn't become melee, so she should be able to move up in the tier potentially, and also if she's going to target more enemies with her anti-magnet beam, she could be a lot more effective now. Definitely going to be great for anyone who has her at 3-star and you want to take her to 200, because she does a decent amount of damage. That'll be cool. Right, so here we have Trag's new skill. Level 1, target the closest other ally and give a plus 40 focus and plus 20 strength for 6 seconds. Targeting all other allies, giving them plus 20 focus and plus 10% 10 strength for 6 seconds. So this is pretty cool. He's become more supportive this way. And at level 2, target the closest other ally and give 40% resistance to stun and disarm for 6 seconds, and all the other allies at 20 resistance. So whoever he's closest to, he's next to, and if he has more than one next to him, I'm not sure how it's going to prioritize those. Whatever the it's written in the code, but he's going to give somebody a decent amount of focus and strength, and as well at, I think this is at level 250, not till 250, give resistance to stun and disarm. That'll be nice against Shredder, right? He's disarming, and anybody else who's stunning right now. That would be really nice. But then also going to give half of that same bonus to the rest of the team. So Trag's new auto skill looks to really improve his usability. So we'll see how that works. Once again, Mondo Gecko, Slash, Karai, Skarg, Tempestra all get this improved targeting logic. Zorax, but Tempestra also has her new skill. Target the closest enemy at range 3, deal 30 energy damage, inflict negative 70 alertness for 4 seconds, and stun for 1 second. Okay, negative 70 alertness, that's pretty nice. Wow. And a stun. Wow. Tempestra might become somewhat useful there. Awesome. She does a decent amount of damage, and then also having the extra logic added. And then at level 2, so it's level 250, a lot of people won't take her here. Deal 10 extra damage and inflict 1 extra second of stun per range less than 3 the target is at. Okay, per range less than 3. So if they're less than 3 away from her, they're going to get extra second of stun per range. So she's already going to do 4 seconds, no, stun for 1 second, but that stun could be up to, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds of stun, if I'm reading this correctly. Pretty interesting. If anybody takes Tempestra to 250, comment below with how that works. That looks amazing. Now Zorax, here's the big sad news for everybody who's been on the Zorax hunt, I still am yet to have this hero, but this makes me less concerned about it, although they won't be doing this Channel 6 fix they talk about for at least Season 5. But they've fixed the text to reflect what's happening, even though it was not as intended as a bug. So they discovered the issue with the skill that caused it to activate whenever any ally used the skill, not just Zorax. And that's why his strength has been able to scale so fast and so huge. As long as he's got all his teammates on the board using skills, his strength was just going through the roof, and his alertness. So this means he was gaining basically 5 times what he was intended to gain. Now, they know that fixing it immediately would disrupt players massively in both Channel 6 and PvP. So they've decided to make a temporary leave of the bugged behavior in place. So he's still going to work this way until they make it possible for you to drop levels in Channel 6, and they will reducing the power of the skill. So Zorax is definitely going to be nerfed. They knew that he was super powerful, but they realized why is because there is a bug that was not intended. The fact that he's lived this long with the bug, it's amazing for those people who have them, but it's also not surprising with some of the other bugs that still exist. So Wildcat fixed an issue where his skill did not remove defense from enemies. Move through. Excellent. Snow Mikey should actually work as properly now. And then they're saying Frosty gets targeting, Ace Duck gets targeting, and Savanti Romero already had a bug. They said they fixed the bug where his attack became melee attack at level 225, which was like Irma's, but they're not addressing the fact that his stun isn't working, which is what I'm hearing. Also, with Ace Duck, they say he's going to improve more how much his targeting is, but they didn't fix his bug where sometimes he doesn't target anyone at all. He just wastes his bombing run. So these kind of things make you wonder what's going on. Obviously, they want to figure it out, but I'm not sure, what makes them their priorities. They have a schedule, and then when free time, that's when they're gonna work on these things. All right, so that's kind of where we're at with the fixes. It'd be interesting to see if Snow Mikey's more effective now with using his defense. Not hearing a lot of good things about Savanti, and Ace obviously is still not really useful. Anybody who has Zorax, use the crap out of them while you can. I want to see and hear some feedback about Tempestra and Trag. All right. So also give me some feedback on Irma. Is she better now that they fixed that bug? Hopefully she is. All right. Let's go take a look at Samurai Leo. Okay, here's what they've given us for Samurai Leo so far. We have this profile page where we have his profile image. He looks pretty sweet with all that samurai armor on there. We know his equipment is a samurai sword and his icon, which they have been able to give us the icon in the fan kit, but they haven't given us the portrait yet. But that should be coming pretty soon, I would imagine. I can cut it out myself, out of this one if I need to. Now, they've told us what the skills are called, but they have not given us any description as to what these skills do. So let's talk about what do we think these skills are going to do. So his active skill, his special, or ultimate as people might call it, called Quick Draw. It's his active skill. It looks like he's dashing, so this is going to be a lot like any of those dashing skills where he targets as many enemies as possible in a line, and maybe at range 4 or 5 or something like that, probably 4. And he's going to do some sort of damage. This is probably going to be physical damage. He's probably not going to have energy damage. He's going to do some sort of physical damage to them going through. Maybe he'll take away defense or some other status effect, maybe a negative something when he does his quick draw. Maybe because it's quick, he increases his own haste, or he takes away the haste of others, or slows them down. Not sure. But that's what it looks like to me. It's going to be some sort of dash ability with some damage and some other sort of status effects. Sentinel is his first auto skill. Now, a Sentinel is someone who's watchful and defensive, right? So this is likely going to increase his own defense or armor, maybe barrier, but less likely, more likely to be armor. And he could possibly even give himself some alertness with this skill for a brief amount of time. So that's what I think Sentinel auto skill is going to do. It's just going to make him, maybe even give him some more attack, right? But since he's defensive in this, what a Sentinel as we know what a Sentinel is. It's more of a defensive stance, so to speak. I think he's going to give himself some sort of defense armor boost there. Circle Strike, probably similar to the spinning move he has now. He's going to do damage to everyone around him. Will he add some damage over time, like a bleed effect? Maybe, I don't know. But that seems to be what that'll be. His first passive is called Katana Parry. Now, Raphael has Parry, which he increases his defense, gives himself defense for that. That's how Raphael works with his parry. So with Katana Parry, probably also going to give himself some sort of defense, maybe because it has his katana involved. There's going to be some sort of reflective damage, kind of like the bladed armor of Shredder, where he's able to do damage back to people who attack him. Not quite sure. But those are kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen there. And last one is Code of Armor. Honor, not armor. Code of Honor. Now, the Samurai Code of Honor is also known as Bushido, right? Where they focus on military skills, fearlessness in the face of the enemy, but also focus on frugality, kindness, honesty, and care for your family. So, being what that means in the real world, so to speak, this is going to be some sort of defensive passive ability, increasing his defense, armor, possibly to the whole team. Maybe it'll be like Splinter at the beginning of the battle for 30 seconds or something like that. Or it could be something like a persistent bonus while next to an ally, like what he does with his with regular Leo skill. Something like that. So that's kind of how I'm seeing his kit working. The devs did tell us he is a Brawler Tank as opposed to a Brawler Support like regular Leonardo. So makes sense that Sentinel and Code of Honor and Parry would be these defensive-like skills, being that he's also going to have that tank as his secondary role. But primarily a Brawler. Really excited to see what Samurai Leo is like. I do hope that I will unlock him in the upcoming event when that comes around. Hopefully I saved enough bits to get him to at least 4-star. But even if I get him at 3 stars, I'm going to take him to 200 just to kind of play around with him a little bit. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this whole video. If you haven't already, ninja kick that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more TMNT Mutant Madness content. We just want to game smarter here, guys. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.